What is up, people? Welcome to my channel. My name's Devin, and today we're going to be doing the Raiders game. It's the Raiders versus Green Bay Packers. It is preseason. It's preseason football, and I figured I'd do the Raiders game. And as soon as I open up YouTube and start doing the live streaming, my internet starts going slow. So you know what? It might be a little bit slow right now. Anyway, if this is your first time here, I have an open mind. And now the internet is going slow. So let's hope this speeds up. And anyway, welcome. And see, like, what I do is I watch the game with no sound and tell you exactly what I see. So right now it's got a commercial break, and it's a commercial of some guy with a stroller, and it's frozen. It's just a guy with a stroller. And this internet is going slow. Here we go. Now it's nope, still going slow. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because if it's slow, it's just going to annoy me the whole entire time. Oh, somebody's here. What's up, Anthony? Let's take a look at that photo. Oh, it's you with your family. That's awesome. I recognize you. I've seen you before, and the Dodgers are winning by a lot. So I figured I'm doing the Raiders game today, and the Raiders count for Los Angeles. But I'm gonna find another stream because that thing is terrible. And if I can't find a good stream, or if my internet doesn't speed up, I don't think this is going to work. So fingers crossed, people. Or two people. I guess two people count as people. Let's go. Oh, we'll be right back. Raw commercial break. This is on. Well, it's going faster. It's a little bit blurry. This is on the NFL Network. So if you want to watch this live, you got to be on the NFL Network. Most of the time, you guys do Dodgers, so this is a little bit different. And right now, we're taking a look at Oren Burks on the sideline for the Green Bay Packers, number 42. He's a linebacker, and he's a rookie. He's not in the game right now, and it looks like he's talking to some kind of a coach. Definitely talking to some kind of a coach. And yeah, Burks is not in the lineup for Green Bay. Raiders have the ball, and they do a handoff on 1st and 10, and it goes maybe about 1 yard. And Martinez for the Green Bay Packers gets the tackle. And I don't know any of the players, so this is going to be rough. But I might as well learn them now if I'm going to do more Raiders games, like Raiders and the Rams. It seems like I should be allowed to do that. And yeah, they keep on Martinez. Now they got the camera on Martinez on the Packers. Now he looks very skinny for a football player. Very skinny. And it's 2 and 9 for the Raiders. There's a snap. And I think number 18, the quarterback, throws the ball down on the ground. And that was some kind of a failed play. Oh no, there's a flag. There was a flag down. And that is a flag on Martini, a guy for the Packers. And the Dodgers are winning, thank goodness. 7-0 last I checked. Let me just take another look real quick. Look at that, 7-0. Yeah, look how quickly. Damn. I should just keep that open if it doesn't slow down the internet. Look at that. Yeah, it's 7-0, people. So you know, I know you guys are going to be coming for the Dodgers. Wait, did I change the title? Oh, I did change the title. Here we go. It's 2nd and 9. Number 18 takes the snap for the Raiders, drop back pass, and he passes it over the middle, and it's about a 3-yard pass, and he's tackled immediately. And I think it's going to be like Martini makes the tackle. Number 58, Martini. They keep on showing him. He's 23. He went to Notre Dame. He's a rookie. And he's, maybe he's not that skinny. He's 6'3", 240. I mean, maybe he's not skinny. He's got a very athletic build. Greer Martini. He's out of the game now. And it's 3rd and 4. So the Raiders not looking so great on this drive. Quarterback drops back to pass and finds number 81, but he drops the pass. Number 84. Butler drops the pass for the Raiders. And that's going to be 3 and out for the Raiders on this tie game. Oh, there's John Gruden. That's the first time I've seen John Gruden, and it just looks right. I think John Gruden is so awesome. I watch his show on YouTube, but his show's not on YouTube, or his quarterback's coaching show. It's just there's clips of it on YouTube. Yeah, John Gruden's the main, and he makes Monday Night Football so much better. And here's the punt from the Raiders, and it's a fair catch. I mean, this is a preseason game if I've ever seen a preseason game. The punter called a fair catch, and the Raiders guy ran into him. And there's a foul on the play that looked very sloppy. That looked like JV football out there. And number Alexander for the Packers, I think, is the punt returner. I think he's happy with his performance. You know, it was a good calling safe, and then getting run over. You know, he didn't catch it though. And John Gruden definitely looks older than the last time I saw him coaching. He's shaking his head, but this is preseason. Oh, Ludwig, no barking. So annoying. We're on commercial break. 5 people are here. That's pretty fast. Chris Taylor hit a home run. No way. Well, let's hope he can keep on doing that. What number in the order is he batting? You look at that, bam. I could just go right over to the Dodgers. And it's the bottom of the 5th inning. So what do you guys want to talk about? You guys probably aren't Raiders fans. Wait, what's going on right here? Yeah. No, we're on commercial break. And football is it's certainly different than baseball. Baseball, I kind of got into the groove on how to do it. Football, maybe I should just talk to you guys. Chris Taylor hit a home run. That's amazing. Well, too bad he didn't hit him in the last few games, but if we could just sweep the Padres and the Diamondbacks can put up a tough fight against, or the A's or whoever they're playing. Let's take a look at the Marlins. If the Marlins can put up a good fight against the Diamondbacks, that would be nice. Let's take a look. The Mariners are winning right now in the top of the 7th, so that's good news because we need the Diamondbacks to start losing. Like 3 in a row would be nice, and then we win 3 in a row, and then we're right back in it. And the Dodgers can definitely beat the Padres 3 in a row. That shouldn't be a problem. We should be destroying them by like 10 runs every game. So this one is looking about normal. We waited 7-0 now. And if this is just regular Dodgers hitting, if you just do the math, take a look at how many innings are left. That's like a 10-0 game by the inning. Maybe we'll give them a couple runs. We'll give them a couple runs. But that's just what we need to do to all the teams. Because that's what we did to all the teams last year when we made the playoffs and went to the World Series. So we just got to keep doing that. And we're still on commercial break. Now, and we're back. In the second quarter, it's 8:41 left in the second quarter. Green Bay has the ball. They do a fake handoff. Quarterback drops back, no pressure whatsoever. The Raiders aren't even close to him. Finally, they get to him, and then he throws it away. And right off the bat, first play that I've seen the Raiders on defense, and they did not have any pass rushing whatsoever. And this is the backup quarterback. That's not Aaron Rodgers in there right now. And but there's a flag on the play actually, and that is a penalty against Murphy. It had to be a holding on the Packers. So it's going to be 2nd and 15, I think. Oh, no. Oh, it's 1st and 20. I guess they get to replay that down. It'd be better if it was 2nd and 20. Anyway, 1st and 20. Raiders defense is going to have to do a little bit better on the pass rush. Quarterback gets the snap. He drops back, throws it over the middle of this guy. Medium length pass, and he's taken down at the 10-yard marker. That was a first down. Maybe not a first down, but the clock is still running. And now the announcer on the sideline is talking to number 52 on the Packers. He's got a sweet looking beard, and that looks like a football player. Clay Matthews. Oh wow, that's Clay Matthews, 6-time Pro Bowl. And that's just what, when I think in my head what a football player needs to look like, Clay Matthews is definitely one of them. 3-3. 2nd and 11. They do a handoff up the middle, and it gets about 5 yards. And yeah, man, Clay Matthews, he's just a good-looking guy. But his beard does look, it needs to be trimmed. And I think when he's in his commercials, I think I've seen this guy on commercials, I think he's more trimmed. Josh Graham, the Dodgers are slaying the Padres. Yeah, totally. And that's kind of why I'm doing the Raiders game right now, because I was like, okay, get to the computer. What's going on? What are we watching? And it was just it was 5-0 at that point. And I was like, you know what? Let's just try the Raiders. But I know you guys won't like the Raiders as much. It's weird. Let's say that you're doing, oh, huge pass from the Packers, and it's incomplete. And this backup quarterback, you know, he's testing out his arm, but it wasn't even close. And yeah, check this out, Josh. I can be on the Raiders and then just bam. Look at that. And that was a pretty good interview from Clay Matthews, even though I didn't listen to anything he said. And the Packers are punting. And it's a fair catch by the Raiders guy. And the Raiders are going to get it on their own 30-yard line. So they have 70 yards to go. And so far, definitely a very JV football kind of looking game. Not even varsity. This is JV status. A lot of mistakes. Not a lot of pass rushing. But I don't know what I think about this. I mean, who's the quarterback for the Raiders? I mean, it should be, it's that guy. It's, what's his name? It's not, I keep on wanting to say Gannon, even though it can't be Gannon. It's the guy with the brother. He's got the brother in the league. He's the younger brother. And there's a handoff. And the Raiders get no yards at all. .636 left. And this is, you know, I'm going to say this is pretty slow. People came at the very beginning, but 12 minutes in, where is everybody? And Josh Graham, hey, I got to ask, did you wash the dishes? I totally washed the dishes. And now they got me. There are people online are telling me to wash the dishes, babe. Yeah, I did wash the dishes, and I really didn't want to after the game. But I saw him, and I just did it. So, you know, good looking out there, Josh. I did do the dishes. Yeah, no, it goes a long ways. I don't know if you have a girlfriend, but if they say jump, and you say how high, it makes life a lot easier. All right, 5:20 left. And the Raiders have the ball. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. And it's 1st and 10. The Raiders don't look, I mean, I remember last year their offensive line was like supposed to be good. Oh man, a pass over the middle to number 14, and the catch is made, and he runs it about 20 yards and finally taken down. And number 14 with dreadlocks looking pretty sweet. You know, kind of got skinny arms. Oh, there we go. What's up, Jacob? That's right, Dodgers. Let's take a look at this. Here's my magic trick for the day. Look at the screen, look at the top left, and then bam. That's some video skills right there. And 7-0, that's even better. And what's funny is that any other night, I just hope for a good game, because then it makes it fun into YouTube and people come. Like if it's a blowout, nobody comes. So most of the time, I'd be like, you know what, let's just hope this is a close game and the Dodgers win. Let's keep it closer rather than a huge blowout. Like every single time, because why not? We always won. And right now, I want it to be 15-0. I don't even care about YouTube. We got to get those W's, because you know what? If the Dodgers don't make the playoffs, what am I going to do for YouTube? Three to 3. And it's 2nd and 9, and another pass, but it is dropped by number 30. Gilbert on defense played pretty well. Inactive tonight on defense is Mike Daniels, Nick Perry, Kevin King, and Oren Burks. So not a lot of, I guess there's some defenders missing on the Green Bay Packers. But you know, who cares about them? I was never a big fan of the Packers, other than Aaron Rodgers, just because he's got such a unique style of playing quarterback, which is just perfect passes every time. Other than Aaron Rodgers, I really just not ever, I mean, I used to like Brett Favre, but I just, you know, the Packers, they rub me the wrong way. You know, they just think they're too cool for school. I'm more of a Raiders kind of team. And there's the snap. And that wasn't even close. And number 23, the defender, you know, playing some pretty cheap defense, and then a cameraman went flying. And number 18, anyway, 3 and out. I think this has been 9. Let's take a look at the cameraman. Are you doing okay? Somebody's holding up fingers. How many fingers am I holding up? Ooh, and the Raiders line up for a field goal and then make the field. No, they missed the field goal. They missed I just assumed they made it. And it's still going to be 2-2. There's Nugent. The place kicker for the Raiders, Nugent. Yeah, these guys are such wusses. Missed the kick. And it's still 3-3, so still looking like a JV game, people. And you know, let's read some Raiders news. I'll get Raiders news all lined up to go. Raiders news. It's just so happy to see Gruden again. 18 players will not dress versus the Raiders. Let's see who's not dressing. But for how exciting it is to have Gruden back, they're not showing him very often. And here's the 1st and 10 for the Packers, and they give it to 84, and 84 runs it up the sideline and gets about 12 yards. But there's a flag on the play, and there's literally a flag on every single play so far. This is some very sloppy football from both teams. And it totally explains why they do so many preseason games. It just takes that much time, I bet, just to kind of get used to everything. Oh, and that's on the defense. You remember when they had those replacement referees in NFL? And that was so hilarious. Makes you respect the referees that much more. Oh, John Gruden's mad. Somebody tell him it's preseason. And that's what I like to see. Somebody with a little fire in his gut. And I think that was a shoulder. I think they're saying that was a cheap tackle from the defender. But it didn't look like a cheap tackle at all. And it's going to be 1st and 10 now, and the Packers got a large amount of yards. And they give it to the running back, and the running back runs it up the middle for like 3 yards. And the Packers, you know, this is pretty boring. I love football, but preseason is, I don't know. It's not as exciting. And they're missing field goals. They keep on showing the coach. Man, John Gruden is still pissed off on the sideline. And why does he get so mad? It's preseason. and he's yelling at somebody. I mean, it's not so much a yell, it's just a stare down. The John Gruden stare down, and it's the exact same thing that he did 10 years ago. Has not missed a beat. And it's just great to see him back on the sidelines, and I guess they're paying him loads of money, which just makes me so happy inside. You know, go to TV, get used to that Monday Night Football money, and then they say, hey, dude, you want to coach again? And they're like, yeah, I'd love to coach, but I was just working, you know, 20 weeks out of the year, and they're giving me so much money. You know, I'm kind of used to that. You know, maybe you guys are going to have to pay me some of that network money. And this is a full-time job. And they paid him. It's just a good idea for coaches, is if you're good enough as a coach. Coach for a bunch, get to the Super Bowl. Win a Super Bowl. Then go to the booth. And then go back to coaching. End up making more money. Alright, back to Raiders news. And this is on Packers.com. All right. Oh, man. Aaron Rodgers didn't even dress. Okay, they're only telling me the players on the Packers. And that's some fake news right there. You know, not a lot of news about this game. Here we go. Raiders versus Packers odds. And people betting preseason football. That is hardcore. Here we go. The Green Bay Packers travel over 2,000 miles to the west, to the Bay Area to take on Oakland Raiders. The Packers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, will reportedly sit out, leaving backups to play in what is traditionally the season rehearsal. The Silver and Black are 5-point favorites, down from the open of 6.5 favorites. The over-under total number of points is 39.5. Wow, so they are going way under the total amount of... See, I would have bet on that one. I would have said they were going to go under 40 points, and you know that just seemed like a safe bet now. I'm going to do a lot of these factors that we're talking about. All right, now we got video content on the NFL website. Anyway, we're still on commercial break. Reading some Raiders news. Let's see what's going on. And see, 9-0. It's just so one-sided. And now I kind of want to watch that. I'll bet you that was Taylor again. Here we go. Let's see what's going on with the Raiders, or with the... Are we home or away? Oh, we're home. And we should be beating the Padres. Look at that record. That is definitely got to be one of the worst. Oh, man. And the Dodgers are wearing some pretty sweet uniforms. On the mound is this guy I've never seen before, D Mountain. Man, look at this guy. D Mountain. And these, most of the time, I am not a fan of throwback jerseys, but these are kind of cool. And D Mountain throws like a crazy sidearm. Going up against Eric Hosmer. Still don't really know what I think about this guy. Anyway, Dodgers are doing well. They're even playing people you've never even heard of. Oh man, and everybody's leaving. The quarterback's name for the Packers is Hundley. And he definitely does not seem to be that impressive right now. Three to 3. Oh man, nobody's coming. I guess you guys do like the Dodgers better. No, that was a pretty good tester, but it doesn't seem like anybody's coming. So anyway, who's ever here, thanks for coming. I'm gonna call this one quits tonight. It's Friday night, and the Dodgers are up by a bunch, and the Raiders game, I thought it'd be fun, but it's still preseason, and nobody's really coming. So thanks for coming, whoever that one person is. I don't know what happened. People came and then they left, so I guess I didn't hold their attention long enough. I'll do it for a little bit longer just so I practice, because I gotta keep doing football. I gotta get that traffic. The Raiders have the ball. They out of the shotgun, and they do a quick little out pass to number 30, and he makes the catch, but I don't think gains any yards. And it takes it out to the flats, and that guy's name is Richard, number 30. And it looks like he's got a pretty sweet kind of tattoo, but it's like the tattoo, it's like the brand tattoo on his arm. That was badass. And these football players are so badass. Another pass from number 18, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Packers. And number 10, the receiver almost caught him, but that was a pick 6 from number 37 on the Packers, and it is now 10-3 or 10-3. And Packers fans at Raider Stadium getting pretty excited. And actually, the only Raiders game that I've been to as an adult was in Oakland, and the Raiders were playing Brett Favre the night that his dad died. And it was in Oakland, and Brett Favre threw like hundreds of yards, and the Raiders lost. But it was good just because Brett Favre's dad died. He came and just threw all those yards. Now let's take a look in slow motion. Number 18, maybe he looks a little bit rushed in the pocket. He still had plenty of time. No reason to force it. And he tried to get it to number 10. And number 10 was very fast. He caught that guy from behind, but it was just a little bit too late. Oh no, maybe that wasn't maybe that was a... Anyway, Raiders still have the ball. That wasn't a pick 6. It must have been some kind of a foul. And the Raiders still have the ball. All right, that one I messed up. .133 left in the second half. And they do a pitch to the running back on the outside, and he can't get any yards at all. And the Raiders offense looks very stalled. They're not doing a lot of anything. But it is preseason. Oh, gotta go back to this one. Gotta go back to that one. I had the wrong sport there. It's still 3-3. That was not a pick 6 from the Packers. And that was seemed like a pretty good pass from the Raiders guy to number 14, but it was just a little bit too far in front of him. And that's going to be another 3 and out, or close to 3 and out for the Raiders. They're really not getting much going on offense. And number 18 for the Raiders, don't know who this guy is, but he looks terrible. I can't believe I can't remember the quarterback for the Raiders. He's got the older brother. And there's a punt. Let's see, quarterback. Oh, David Carr. David Carr. It looks like they got 4 quarterbacks right now. David Carr. Anyway, nobody's coming. This is boring. You can't be doing boring, YouTube. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming.